before you open up a body shop, you gotta ask yourself, are you willing to make sacrifices from all angles? Are you willing to not pick a certain sacrifice you don't mind going through? Are you willing to go through every last sacrifice behind running a business, opening up a shop, or opening up a nail salon, anything? You gotta ask yourself, can you make the sacrifices? It's your boy bzoewitwheels, man. We back at it again with another one. Y'all new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. But while we in here, I gotta appreciate my mom's, man. She got me a desk. It looked real official in here. Like, yeah, hey, oh, they serious. Oh, all right. Nice to meet you. Okay, all right. You said bathroom. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. They gonna be like that when they come here. I mean, look, man, it looks official. Of course, we got a lot of stuff to do. We got a lot of improvements to make. But I ain't never had no shop. I mean, I ain't never had no lobby. This is my first lobby, so bear with it, brother. We trying to get used to everything. So anyways, we got a lot to do in here. We got a lot to do out there. Yeah, before you start your shop, man, let's just dive right into it. Or anything in general. We talking about a body shop though. And it's you gotta literally have a mindset to go through every sacrifice. I picked my sacrifices before I even started in the shop. I was just like, you know what? Like, yeah, man, I ain't trying to go over there. I ain't trying to deal with that. But I wanted to run a business. That's like saying, I want to be a football player, but I don't want to get hit. Like, to be real, so you can't look at it from no angle. You got to literally be like, chin up. All right, bet we're going to go through whatever. We're going to go through whatever. Man, look at the desk, though, man. Look at the desk. They be tough. Thank you, Mom. I really appreciate it. So I know she be watching my videos. Anyway, look. We still trying to set up. So as y'all know, bzoewitwheels, hit the subscribe button. If y'all can, go look at the old videos. Some of y'all probably already seen them, but go look at the old videos and just see where I started. Yes, I'm aware of, like, man, they baby steps. It wasn't just straight from the backyard into like a multi-million-dollar corporate building. Like, nah, like this is. You looking at we still at the beginning. Cause I want a big shop. I want 10,000 square feet to be real. Like, I want a fat shop. But you gotta what is it? You gotta crawl before you walk. Because I feel like if this was given to me from the jump, it'd probably be on fire right now. It'd probably be just all through the place. And it's the same thing with running a business with the mindset. You can't just jump into business. And that's what I did. And I'm going through the growing pains versus somebody's dad and taught them from a baby and brought them up, and now they at 28 or 27 and they already like Rolls Royced up. They didn't already, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm going through the fact that I'm learning as I go. That's a big difference when nobody really kind of giving you the game. I'm walking back and forth because I ain't trying to show y'all what's out there, boy. Some toys out there. Anyways, so like I said, man, that's just kind of my point. So you gotta really, I'm gonna be all over the place. So bear with me. And I'm excited. I'm ready to get back on YouTube. Hey, let's get it. We're here. But let me sit down. Shit, fuck it. My shit. Anyway, so look. Yeah. No. Yeah. So real quick, this gonna be like a little boring part, but I got a lot of people that's asking me. Like how do I get started? I got an air compressor and I'm ready to start. I really want to quit my job, and it's just all the beginning questions that I had before I'm 3 years in. I've been painting for about 3 years. I painted planes for about a year. But anyway, so I'm just talking to my newer guys that just subscribe. Appreciate y'all hitting me up on Instagram. I can't keep up with everybody's names, but I swear I appreciate every last one of y'all. So, but yeah, I appreciate the questions. I'm running a business. It's like it's simple as that. And I was, going through the growing pains, going through the ups and downs. You're gonna experience that. If fortunately you don't have to go through the dirt, the mud, the rainy days and the long nights and early mornings. So if you're fortunate, your people got bread and you got, you know what I'm saying, you got, I'm not gonna say easy route. I don't even like if you're fortunate enough to be in the financial position to take care of everything then absolutely. Like I couldn't even knock that. I want that. I wish it was handed to me and I just bumped my head the rich way. Like just bump my head like, oh dang, okay, all right, still got bread though. We'll fix his car. You know what I'm saying? So, but documenting this for myself, documenting it for y'all, cause I don't want y'all to make the same mistakes. But let's go out to the shop though. Get it. You gotta do all this talking. But get my water though. Let's get it. But yeah, this look real quick. It's the lobby. This is the lobby. If I didn't get into full detail, I don't even remember the square footage. Let's turn the bad boy around. My boy, we slowly getting this set up. So, this is the third location. Took a lot of speed bumps getting here, and I have. Now, don't get me wrong. I come in here by myself and be like, damn, it was empty in here, and I saw a pool table over there. I saw like 6 TVs. I'm like, yeah, like, wow, we done it. Like, oh my God. Well, I'm just here to conversate with bzoewitwheels. That's all. I don't need nothing painted. I'd really like to shake his hand, then be about my day. Nah, it's fine. Anyway, so yeah, little 6 TVs. The goal was to have like 6 TVs and like a pool table. Now, of course, it take time. It take time, but you gotta literally vision. You gotta manifest yourself to be there. And I'm starting, and let me backtrack. This is just where I'm at. If you don't have anything at all, if you don't have a paint gun, if you don't have the cooking, the spatula, if you ain't got the boots, you ain't got the electric glove, I don't know, the clippers, if you ain't got none of that, the least you can do is what I didn't do. I did not study the paint. I did not study how to lay clear. I did not study how to run a business. I did not study I ain't studied shit. Excuse me for the lingo, but I fell off the porch. Like, I fell off the porch and started. Like, no lie. I literally came back from Georgia and got given some stuff. I didn't even have to pay for them. I didn't even have to pay for shit. So I literally just got given some guns and a tank, and it was to trade to paint a car. And I painted a car. I did great. Business. Instantly business. Like, I didn't even get to have fun. I was painting guns. That's when I was painting guns. So you got to understand, like, I painted a gun. It was clean. I painted multiple guns. It was clean. And that shit went straight to cars. And I was like, what are we doing? Customer like, all right, man, I need my shit back in 3 weeks. And I'm like, all right. Like, just kind of dove into it. So it wasn't like I got the instructions and was like, here you go figure it out. That'd have been different. But nigga I ain't had no instructions. Like, so, but we here now. And we gon' you crazy if you think I'm stopping. You crazy if you think me and my brother stopping. Like, nah. We are going through growing pains, and I can't have nothing but a Kool-Aid smile about it. You feel me? So it's like, this is destiny. We done made it far. We got a TV up. That one would show the front porch. Like, hey, and it's the lobby. I started from the backyard, had an 1,800 square. I don't even remember how small the shop was. But this is the lobby, and this is what we got, going on so far. It's definitely a blessing from where we started. So, but with you guys, if you starting out fresh, you got to do your part and study. You got to look into how it is. If you're willing to take it this far, like I'm LLC, Dun and Bradstreet numbers and all that. And yeah, a lot of paperwork, dealing with employees and W-2s and W-4s. Still, we ain't got it all figured out. We ain't got nothing all the way figured out, to be real. So don't think that you gotta have everything figured out before you start it. That's where some of y'all think your dream is so far away. Y'all don't even start. Like, you gotta literally say F it and just jump. Well, if you do, I don't know if some of y'all can even handle the stress that comes with figuring it out as you go, if that makes sense. It comes with a lot, it like I'm making sacrifices, missing birthdays, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, you still got to find your balance. Nobody told me I had to have a balance between getting somebody's car done in a timely manner, and even though I'm working on it by myself, but my auntie, sister's friend, or auntie, I don't know who, damn it, Kayla, I don't know, damn it, like somebody telling me it's a family event. I don't know, like, but imagine like this, I gotta get this car done, but I gotta be at the family event, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, those are mental battles. You're not gonna go through it just financially. Oh, if it was just financially, I'd be on this table with a backwood. I'd be chilling, like, but it's, so you going, if you are not fortunate to have the financial access, I would assume things will be a little easier, having those blessings of somebody taking care of shit financially. But in the meantime, if you're gonna be figuring it out, you're gonna go through some shit. You're gonna go through some headaches and hard, long nights, early mornings, all that good stuff. So yeah. Yeah, man. So definitely do it. Hey, do it. But my advice would be, is to, like, you gotta hey, brother, gotta cut that shit off. It is copywritten. Look at my boy over there getting it. Hey, hit that music for a second. But yeah, just do it. But I'm saying jump off the porch with it, but do it in order. Do it in unison, in a sense. Like, you have to literally do your due diligence. I did my due diligence. I didn't do none at all. I didn't do nothing at all. I thought I turned this off. It'd be hot in. I didn't do nothing at all. So you gotta literally that's nice. I ain't gonna lie. Let me say that one more time. Look, the light. Look. I said this was actually this couch was practiced. I ain't gonna front. This was given to me. I ain't even buy it like that. But you gotta dang, my bad. I'm all over the place. I'm thinking about some other stuff. I'm thinking about that customer coming in today. I don't know. You have to slow down, do your due diligence. That's something I didn't do. And you gotta look up how to paint. Look up what's tiger stripe. Look up what's orange peel. Now I'm speaking to somebody who's ready to open up a shop. I can't tell you exactly what you gotta do for a spatula in a restaurant. Sorry, but yeah, man, you gotta literally do your due diligence before you get out there, because when you jump out there, you're gonna have to face real big boy problems. You have to not problems. You have to face real big boy situations. So you gotta take your time and just, think about it. Do you have the financial support system if things go left? Do you have the financial support if something goes wrong in a shop and you can't make money, you can't take, you know what I'm saying? Or are you in a position to where you like, oh, dang, I gotta take another car because I'm not working or I'm not doing anything for income, and my family doesn't have the finances to take it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, you gotta look at it from all angles and all aspects. What could go wrong? If the worst went wrong, how would you react? It's all about how you react on certain things. It's all about how it's a cause and the effect. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be mindful if things go left, or if it's not going the way you want it. What are you gonna do? You gonna jump ship? Anyways, yeah, we got a lot of work to do, but I'm gonna jump on to I'm gonna try to stay in order. I'm gonna be all over the place. Anyway, so my brother hey bro, how long you had the car? Bro, if I had my little pistol, I'd shot your nail off. How long you had this car, bro?
I got
12.
30 years.
He had this car for like 10, I ain't gonna lie, like 10, 12 years. No, he had about 12, 10? 10 years. He had about 10 years. And I'm gonna drop pictures and, whatnot of how we was back in the day. I feel like, hey, back in the day, boy, me and your daddy, we used to spin the block in this. But them motherfuckers just sat. He ain't know how to do this shit. I'm just playing. Anyway, so I had a 99 Suburban. He had this right here. And he just couldn't keep that motherfucker started. He just kept going out. But we have officially... nigga look like a dirty Q-tip over there. No, I'm playing, bro. Anyway, so he had this car for a while, and we literally finally started to. I said literally finally started. We finally just jumped on it. If we ain't getting paid in our own shop and we just, staying afloat, man, the least we can do is work on our car. And we literally started like yesterday, day before yesterday. And we dedicated like 8 or 9 hours the day we started on it. But now since we got customers, we got cars to deal with, we got a lot of responsibility to handle in here, responsibilities. But we're gonna dedicate an hour before the shift start to this bad boy right here. And we gonna do an off the frame build. Man, why you ain't talking about it, bruh? My boy, you ain't told us.
Spilling my sauce.
Bro, do you know how behind we are? You talking about spilling sauce. By the time we done with this, goddamn me, it's gonna be somebody with a partial 24 karat gold, and then it's gonna go 18 karat gold, and then it's gonna go 10 karat gold. No. Frame. You feel me? So nah, bro. What we got going? What year? What's the year, make, model? What type of car is it? Look like shit.
Just typical Caprice. Caprice.
You got it, but he a little nervous. He might be.
LS swap.
He might have smoked.
Simple. Just turnkey, highway ready. That's it.
Yeah. Something slight, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, man. So we gonna have some fun with this, my boy. We're gonna take it all the way down to the bare metal. Shit. Yeah, I know. Are we? Nah, anyway, we're gonna gut it all out, take all the carpet out. We started on it. We did a lot of work. But anyways, but like with the shop, man, if you ain't got nobody really, I'm gonna just be organic with you. You don't have anybody in your life teaching you and preaching to you how to run a shop, man, you gonna go do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna deal with everything between, you might, depending on how you structure it. Now, everybody's circumstances is different. Everybody has different opportunities. That's a part of circumstances, but everybody has a different support system. So you gotta understand, my woman, my right and my left hand, like literally, like my woman helped me through it mentally. My woman helped me through it financially, physically. She came in here, she's painted before, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have somebody on your team. I'm gonna be real. I know a lot of people that need motivation around them. Like if they don't have the motivation around them, they're not even gonna jump. If you are like that, you have to find some friends that know how to paint, or you gotta just continue to watch some of my videos. You gotta literally study this and watch it and absorb it every day and let that be your motivation. Then you have to have the discipline to get up and go jump. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not gonna work for you. But when I'm in it, I'm knee deep, ain't no sense of turning back. It's too many blessings. This lets me know that I stood in front of a mountain and started. I'm somewhere a quarter away or something like that. And it's not necessarily that we're trying to get to the top. It ain't necessarily about that. It's the journey. I learned a lot. I'm having fun. And this is legendary to me, because I look back at my old videos 2 years ago and I'm like, damn, like I was in the backyard. So let's be humble about it, even if the situation is just rocky, even if the situation just seems like you can't get out of it. You gotta have that mindset to just literally like, hey, this is built for me. I'm for this. It's for me. So yeah, let me show you my paint station. I'm excited about this. Like, we'll get to the neat and gritty shit in a minute. But yeah, man, like I had my guns. I had just messy stuff over here. I'm like, bro, like this is what we wanted. We are in a bigger shop again, and it's 3 times bigger. So why are we not? Okay, all right, bet, Bezo, we're gonna get it together. So, yeah, man, I got my little paint station over here. Got my little cans over here. Got my guns on the wall. I dreamed about these guns before I even had them. Sometimes you got to come back and just caress it. What's up, girl? Take you, too. What's happening? Her name is, ooh, I don't know. If I say a name, my girl going to be on my ass in the comments. So I'm not even going to say no name. I'm going to just say Ken. And then I'm going to just say Kiki. Because, there we go. Ken and Kiki. That's your name, baby. Can't be mad. And then, what's up, girl? Yeah, this one. That's for the bed line. But I set it up like this, man. Like, you got to sometimes put it in front of you and get it all nice and neat for you to really get that motivation. You got to go with it. So, I'm making this video because I had 100 and something comments, well, 100 and something emails. It's just everybody just, how do I get started? I'm scared to get started. I don't know what to do. Nah, man, just dive into it. Like, it's not gonna be easy if you don't have that support system, I promise. But anyways, yeah, with the work that we have a lot of work. Absolutely, we have a lot of work. And is it stuff that we can do? What's the problem is right now? My brother tell me all the time, bro, the quality don't match. The quality don't match what you're getting, bro. Like, to be real, there's cars in here that's already paid in full. There's cars in here that have partial payments on it. I'm not rushing through nobody's car. I'm not rushing through nobody's car. I'm not about to hurry up because you want to make a show. I'm not about to hurry up because you need it in a timely manner. Like, I can't. It's not in me. Now, if it comes down to it, then absolutely sit us down and figure out a date when you're going to pick it up and stuff like that. But my whole thing is my quality has changed in the midst of me running and operating a business. Like, if my quality was the same when I first started and I was getting these cars out in a week, old schools, he would be upset. He would be upset. Yeah, you too. He would be he would be upset. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's not fair for me to have anybody car this long or a long time. And to me, this ain't been a long time. The knowledge that I know behind old schools, this has not been a long time. It hadn't. It ain't. Man, I study this. That's why I ain't been on my YouTube like that. I've been studying other body shops. I've been studying, like, man, I give myself a pat on the back. Like, the processes of these certain cars are supposed to, yes, some shops in and out, like literally like a old school car to a new, yeah, they got the equipment, they customers is paying that. The customers is taking care of their shop and they're, you know what I'm saying, they getting everything, they in a position to do that. But if I'm charging $2,000 and $3,000 for an old school, you really can't be mad about how long it take. You know what I'm saying? And this is really, like, I know shops that might charge $2,500 right now for this. And I'm gonna be honest, you might not see your shit in a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? That money ain't that to a body shop. That's not a lot of money. I'm gonna be a real. And here, that shit is not a lot of money either. I'm trying to buy you the top the clear. I'm trying to buy you the top paint. I ain't trying to have your shit peeling. That's my name on it. You know what I'm saying? So, and things got slower when I got to this shop because my quality changed. And I'm talking about like some things that I wouldn't fix that I feel like I gotta fix. Like, my boss is over my head. Like, yeah, I gotta fix this. This gonna be my ass. Like, these customers are technically my bosses. And I've laid down some flawless ass paint jobs for $2,500, $3,500. And I'm like, yeah, now? Oh yeah, I would have ripped you, even with the quality back then, I would have ripped you every bit of 45 to 5K. So imagine now, like, there's no way I'm about to rush this donk. This is a 74 donk. And everybody in Florida wants one of these. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of Florida cats that's asking me about a lot of the pictures that I have on my Instagram. Like, yo, we need the white donk. We trying to get that. Oh, we need that 66 Impala though. We need that box. We need that Mero. Ooh, what type of motor? He don't want to sell it though. Like, I mean, like, so it's like, yo, it ain't the backyard no more. Goddamn me, like it's not the same. But you gotta understand, like, I'm in the process of learning. It ain't like I got it all figured out. Like, I'm over here like, okay, let's go over here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Goddamn, all right, let's go over here. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's how I am. So, like, respectfully, like, man, you want your car right, even if it's paid off, bro. When you get your car back, hey, when you get your car back, you're gonna be like, oh, they did everything. Oh, they painted the firewall. I didn't even know he was painting that. My last customer said, I didn't know you was painting the jams. I know you probably didn't. You ain't really pay for it. Shit. So everything is getting painted. Like, we taking it all the way off. Like, I know what a $50,000, I know what a $180,000 labor paint job looks like. So it's like, let me use my potential. Like, I'm gonna be 1,000 with y'all. I ain't had no customer that was like, do what you gotta do. Write me the tab. Like confidently. Like, do what you gotta do. I want my car right. I need my shit showroom ready. I need it all the way. I don't care what the tab is. I have not had no customer like that. And it's like, man, if I did, bro, this Impala be, man, I'll give you that top 5. You want that top, people come here and pay $2,500 and then be mad they ain't get top 5. Or want some, like, nah, bro, I ain't wasting my time on no more of that shit. Like, I'm a grown ass man, I'm 27, I got 5 kids. Like, we passed that little boy shit. We passed that little, man, you ugly, nigga. We passed all of that. So we gonna get you right. Before you start your body shop, before you really actually dive into this, you gotta ask yourself, are you willing to see your last dollar? I ain't about to cry. I had some water in my but you gotta be willing to see your last, like, not willing, but are you comfortable with the sacrifices of this shit gonna be tight. You might be bread and water at the crib. Like, it's a lot more to it. It's a lot more complex. I got a car outside right now. A year ago, I told him, hey, I'm not satisfied with this model. He like, what you mean, bro? Them clean. I'm like, nah, bring it back in a year. The same thing with the donk. We reshot that for free. We reblocked it. That's why that mug was here. Like, it's a reason these cars is in here. There's a reason. Everything is structured. I am not a bullshitter. I come in this bitch. Oh, excuse me. I come in this shop early in the morning every day. Like, I'm about my business. Like, and you have to have that mindset. Now, you definitely can't let your customers run you over. You definitely cannot let your customers run you over. Me, there was a point in time where I let my customers run me over. There was a point in time where I got up on my off day and got to the shop. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Do not. No. You have a life. You have a family. You got priorities as well. You got times where it get rough. You got times where, now that's if you're not, I mean, I don't know. If my pops was like a multi-millionaire, I was like, Pop, man, I need that big ass, I need a big shop, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, everybody's circumstances, everybody's situations is different. So, my quality has changed. Another one of my points is, I'm giving him what he didn't pay for. I'm giving him what he didn't pay for, because no matter what they gave me in here, I'm still going to apply my best. I'm still going to go out my way. I'm still going to, because it's already in here. Ain't no sense of changing up. Okay, all right, these cars is going to be, I'm going to just bullshit them, get them out of here, send them out. I don't care I don't care if it's a run or a nick or a pigment sag, trash. I don't care. But the next cars, yeah, they're going to pay for it, and then I'm going to apply that pressure. Hell nah. Like, if you really about your business, you're going to do what you got to do the moment it comes to your mind. And that came to my mind like a month and a half ago. That tan Monte Carlo that we did, we reshot that like 3 times. We reblocked it twice because we seen stuff in the clear. Like, I'm not moving like a lot of the other shops. I'm going to be real. I'm not dumb. I'm not blind. I know other shops. I know a lot of body shops and how some are flowing and how you don't want to be and how you want, you know what I'm saying? So, but before you, like I said, before you start your business, before you start your shop, you got to understand that you might go through, it's weird, but success is meant to be hard. Like, it's the main thing is the journey of it. You got to ask yourself, but I feel like everybody got to give themselves an opportunity. Like, you got to give yourself an opportunity. Like this. Don't be like my brother, man. He sat on that mug for like 8 years. I'm not going to lie. And then finally start. Well, nah, be like him, because it's like, people, you know, it might take them 10 years to get up, but they do it. And look where we at. I'm just playing. I'm on your ad. You know I'm on your ad, bro. You had a whole box. For how long? We should have been. Little progress will eventually have major results. So if you start, even if you was to just take one boat off a day.
What's your excuse?
What's my excuse?
Yeah.
I'm back on my channel. I ain't got no excuse. Back on my channel, my boy. We rolling. We rolling. Had to do some shuffling around, my bad, y'all. Prices, paint jobs, and customers. I know, the neat and gritty stuff at the end. The prices are really on you. You could go to 50 different body shops and have 50 different prices. You have to, like, so if you starting off in your backyard, you gotta be fair. You gotta, but you gotta also know your worth. You gotta know, like, hey, Okay, am I the shit? Am I popping out in my backyard and that shit? Are you working at a facility, a corporate facility? I don't know. Say you're at Gerber Collision or whatever. You've been there for years and you already got experience. If you start off in your backyard, you cannot start off. I don't recommend you to start off at prices that I started off. I started off with extremely lower prices because I didn't have paint experience. I went to school for it, went to 2 years, and I went to school for it for 2 years, and I only went there to skip class, and I graduated, and I never picked up a paint gun after that. But if you already have experience, then you good. You have an idea to what prices to set. But if you don't know any prices at all, if you don't know, like if you're just like jumping off the porch with it, then like I did, it's going to be a little difficult for you, and it's going to be a little frustrating, and it's going to be a little overwhelming at times because let's do the hypothetics, man. This guy needs a whole new front bumper. His bumper is somewhere over here, but if he needs a front bumper, then you get the price of the front bumper. Go. You can now you gotta pick and choose. You're gonna get the front bumper from David Stanley Dodge, or you're gonna get the bumper from Certified, or you're gonna get it from a pull parts, or are you gonna get it from Amazon? You gotta figure out where, you know what I'm saying, and is it gonna be an insurance claim? You gotta get to the deep stuff. You got to talk to your customer. You got to communicate with your customer. You'll kind of know from your customer what they want to spend. Is it, you know what I'm saying, or do they want it right? Do they want it all the way? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to it. It gets very complex. And that's when you have to figure out, say hypothetically, the bumper is $500. Okay, you got to get the bumper for $500. That has nothing to do with your labor. Yeah, $500. And now you got to figure out how much paint. You got to look up his paint code. How much paint do you might need? You might need a pint of paint. Okay, look up the paint code. You can call David Stanley Dodge, or you call your local paint store and ask them for a pint of paint. See how much that is. Okay, that's over there for the parts. So you got the bumper, 500. You got the paint, 100. And now you might need some screws and clips and clamps or whatever. Clamps. But that's an extra $100. So you look at that $700 total on just parts. Okay, bet. Now you got to figure out, literally, even if you've never done the job before, how long is it going to take me to, R&I it or put the bumper on that's remove and install. You got to figure out how long do you think it could take you. Now, that's when you have to tell yourself, how much do you want to get paid an hour? You want to get $20 an hour? You want to get $50 an hour? You want to get $150 an hour? Depends on how long, you know what I'm saying? It all depends up to you and your experience. But if you've jumped off the porch and you really don't know what you're doing, then 9 times out of 10, man, you got to gain your experience. You got to take a job. You might have to take one to the chin. You might have to take a job and charge cheap and get that experience. This was one of my first old schools that I did. And I feel like I charged super cheap at the time. And I charged probably $1,500, $2,000. I don't know, somewhere. But a lot of my newer cars, I was charging like $800, $1,000, $1,200 when I first started. I didn't have that experience. So if you don't have that experience, if you're jumping off the porch like I am, and you don't really know, you might even have to call your local paint store or your local body shop near y'all. I don't know, B&B Customs. Call them, hey, how much do y'all charge for a full complete paint job? Oh, we charge $3,500. Okay, cool. Start $2,500. Charge $2,500. Okay, all right, figure out where they get their paint from. Okay, all right, hey, how much do y'all charge to paint a door? Oh, we charge $350 a panel. Okay, all right, charge $150, $200 a panel. Do it like that. That's how I did it. I called Mako. For a year, I was going through running a business and learning at the same time because I didn't know what to charge. I didn't know how to price my prices. I was busting myself over the head. I did a lot of cars for free. I did a lot of cars for free. I did a ton of cars. Hell, I feel like I'm still doing cars for free. But now that I've gained the experience, I'm 3 years in, and I'm not blind to a lot of the things. And I know that it takes time. And you might mess up, man. You might charge this guy, his parts is $700. You might charge him $1,200 total, and then you making $500. What's it, $7? Yeah. So you charging $1,200, you make $500 in profit, and you paint it and you mess up. Damn, you cutting right into your labor now. You cutting right into that labor. So you gotta somewhat, in a sense, make room for yourself. You might, for yourself. The customer is not necessarily supposed to know, but you supposed to okay, all right, if I'm charging $1,200, it's $700 for the parts and $500 for the labor. You might even throw in an extra $7,500 in case things happen. Things happen, man. You don't want to have to call that customer and be like, hey, man, with the bam. $500 is a little wiggle room to, in case you mess up. Now your labor is $400. You mess up again, now your labor is $300, and you finally made $300 in profit when they pick the car up. So hey, like, it is what it is. But it's definitely, prices is up to you and based off your experiences and your circumstances. You might live somewhere else and the parts might be way more. So I can't really help anybody on what you would charge. You got to kind of figure it out, do your due diligence yourself. Prices are on my prices go up. My prices been going up. My price is going up every month. Like every time I complete something, it's like the third scat pack I'm doing. I had to charge them a little bit more. Like, hey, you working with a champ now. I know how to R&I this bad boy. When you leave, it's gonna be factory. I'm not a dealership, but you gonna get dealership, if not better quality, and you got to pay for it. If you don't want to pay, well, go to David Stanley Dodge. So, okay, cool. All right, bet. It's no more backyard paint jobs for me. If you are starting off in your backyard, I would recommend you to start off with backyard paint jobs prices, because you have to build a brand. You have to build your name. You have to build clientele. You have to build trusting customers, and customers is going to be word of mouth. If you do a trash work, they going to leave, and then they going to tell somebody, hey, this guy does trash work. Don't go to him. And before you do it, do a project one at a time. Don't end up in my shoes and don't feel like you got to take a car to survive and you on survival mode, so you need to take 2 or 3 cars in one. Don't do what I did and have done. I'm already aware of my situation. I know how to get out of my situation. That's why I'm your boy being consistent. What's slowing me down right now is my quality has changed. I'm putting A1. I got quite a bit of cars in here, but every car that we touch, we hop on all these cars every day. We hop on, we dedicate 4 or 5 hours today. We dedicate 2 or 3 hours today. We dedicate 1.5 hours. We dedicate 4 hours. We dedicate 9 hours, 10 hours. We hopping around and you know what I'm saying? We knock out the work based off of how long we've had the car in our financial situation. Man, money don't grow on trees over here. It costs money. My overhead is ferocious. It costs. I don't even remember the last time I had pocket money. I don't even remember the last time me and my brother had pocket money like that. All of our money goes straight to the bills and goes straight to the company, straight to materials, straight to overhead, straight to inventory, so that we can take care of the next customer's car. We've realized we should have been taking 75% up front. We was half and half. On these old scores, you can't really do that, bro. You can't like hypothetically, I charge this guy $6,500 to do a complete build, not the motor, not the transmission, not the interior. We're doing Bondo, we're doing fiberglass, we're doing, the whole shebang, pearl paint, stickers and all. $6,500. If he gives me $3,500 up front, that's just the materials. Like, I still got to pay my rent. I'm going to be working on it for about 3 months, 3 to 5 months, depending on what it is, how much work need to be done. That's not enough wiggle room. I got to pay my brother. You know what I'm saying? I got to cut the light. I got to keep the lights on. So before you jump into anything, into a shop, make sure your overhead is straight. I'm going to be real now. I can say it. You got to have money to start a shop. You really do. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I dove right into this. I got a bigger building because of me and my brother, our quality has changed. He needed an area where he can strictly do body work. I need an area where I can strictly do painting. You know what I'm saying? Then we got a mechanic area. So prices are up to you, your quality, your standards. Don't be afraid to charge $2,500 for a front end replacement, a bumper replacement. That's your worth. Every barber shop that you go to, they charge different prices. One guy might think he top dog out here, so it's $80 a cut. You got to respect that. Yeah, he going to lose a lot of people. It's going to be a lot of people that he don't want to go, that it's not going to want to go to him. But hey, respect the game. People going to be, not going to him and going to somebody else. That's fine. And I don't expect, I've had hundreds of people tell me, nah, it's fine. Or, okay, I'll let you know, and then ghost me. And then I see them car get painted by somebody else. That's fine. That's going to happen. That's a part of the game. But now every car that's in here, when it leave, they gonna know, oh shit, he went to bzoewitwheels, because bzoewitwheels don't let anything slide. He don't let no chips, no runs, no pigment sags, no fish eyes, no blotchiness, no chips, nothing. He don't let nothing slide for the price that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what you had to pay, that's everything. That's everything. You gonna get taken care of. You gonna have an instant in your car, and it's gonna get detailed. Like, that's everything. The wheels is gonna be clean. The brake caliper is gonna be wiped down. He's gonna get everything. So prices are up to you. You gotta stay in business. They might negotiate, and if you feel like you got a little bit of wiggle room, your labor is the $1,500 on a front end job, yeah. Then yeah, go ahead and negotiate it. You know what I'm saying? But me, well, I'm more still on the negotiating process with my prices, is because I'm not a corporate. I'm not necessarily a corporate. I don't consider myself corporate. I'm not making enough, and my structure isn't there to be trying to stand firm on my prices all the time, if that makes sense. So it's like, I might have a day where I'm extremely tight, like bills paid, my rent at the crib is paid, or I might ain't even have the rent. My lady might be rocking the rent for this month, but I'm just overhead paid, everything's taken care of, and I'm like, crap, I need something to keep me afloat. I need more clear, or I broke something. I need something to come in. I might need to take a small project. Okay, cool. Small project come in. All right, bet. And they get to, yeah, man, I just don't have the $300. Could you do, X, Y, and Z? I ain't in the position to be like, nope, sorry, go to down there at B&B or SNL. Like, I ain't in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like, these bigger corporate shops are fortunate enough to have the structure, have the mindset, have the financial stability to be able to turn down work. When you can't go in there and David Stanley Dobbs and be like, man, nah, they y'all taxing that labor crazy. Hell no, I can't pay that. Can y'all do it for the 6? They gonna be like, yeah, you can drive that way. Like, they nah, bro. That's where you want to be. Cause it's like, nah, I ain't hungry no more. I ain't hungry no more. We good over here, but that's not the case. I'm in the process of learning everything. I'm still learning my prices. I'm still learning my scheduling. I'm still learning everything, man. When you are just two different lanes, you can go. You can paint cars for money, or you can paint cars for a living, and do it because you love doing it. You got to figure out why are you doing it? Are you doing it to make money? Are you doing it something because you're interested in doing and really love doing? And me, I fell into it. I kind of fell into it. I'm good at something, and I tried it, and it went crazy, and it, you know what I'm saying? But now there's business to this. The moment you take something for money, yeah, that's a business. That's business. And you gotta, if you're gonna be 1 foot in and 1 foot out of this business, it's not for you. It's not for you. So prices, like I said, when we're talking about prices, man, you want to make sure, you are not lowballing yourself. You have to, let's restart with the prices. I want to be clear. So if the car comes in, you need a bumper replacement. Say the bumper is $200, paint is $200, and the sandpaper and I don't know, clear coat, everything you need to get this car done is $500. Everything you need: sandpaper, clear coat, primer, sealer, whatever it is. And you have the air compressor, you got everything. It's $500 for the materials, for the bumper, everything. You got to figure out how much that labor gonna be. That's on you. The labor could be $200, so that's $700. You might have somebody, and you say you bought the cheapest of the cheapest. You can let them know that, hey man, the cheapest parts I found was X, Y, and Z. Just the parts alone is gonna be $500. I can do it for $300. And if they try to negotiate with you, then you have to, and especially if you know it's a low amount, I'm going to tell them, hey man, look, it's going to take me some time to do this right. And if I mess up, I don't have any money to work with. You know what I'm saying? If you're starting off, I would say, let them know, be transparent. That's the number one thing. Be transparent. Let them know, hey, look, $300 ain't really doing nothing for me, because these are the complications that I could potentially run in. This looks like a complication right here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them know, like, hey man, to cover me, to make sure this job is done right, man. I take pride in my work. I gotta charge you $500, so it's $500 for the parts and $500 to put it on and do it right. I don't want you to, I don't want your bumper falling off with the bam. And if they decide to do it, then great. If not, they're gonna have to take it somewhere else. But if you're in a, Lord bless, you will never be in a desperate situation, you'll end up taking the 3, or the 2 or whatever. So avoid that. Avoid the, so you don't, because there's been times, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is my only income. If a car don't come in and the car don't leave, then I'm at SOL. or I'll have to take another car. And unfortunately, that's how a lot. Do not sit here and try to think that no body shop ever does that. No, David Stanley Dodge doing the same shit. So I got people that work at big corporate businesses, and I'm like, dang, I'm over here beating myself up for having somebody's car. Now on an old school, yes, man, these are typical 6 to 8 month bills. And depending on who you going to and depending on who has it. And yes, I'm aware that other body shops bullshit. I know a lot of body shops that bullshit. I'm not a bullshitter, yo. That I ain't. One thing I gotta tell you is like, this takes time. It does, because everything counts. Everything counts. There's a chip right there. You want all of this smooth. You want to look down that panel and it's just completely flat. You gotta literally, you're sculpting the car inch by inch. So yes, it does take time. And in the midst of working on an old school, you have to stay afloat, because if I charge you to, any car over here, if I was to charge you, like if you were to really think you was gonna drop your car off and I was strictly gonna stay focused on your car the whole entire 3 to 5 months, there's no money in $3,000 or $4,500 for a paint job. There's no that doesn't take care of the overhead. That doesn't take care of my personal bills. That doesn't take care of payroll. That doesn't take care. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. So it's like, you got to find that balance. Now, the painter, the shop owner, yes, they got to find what's fair as well. Not saying, oh, well, that's not fair. I'm taking my car over there to sit, and I'm not paying for you to just have my car. Like, no, that's not how it goes. These are how body shops stay afloat. These are how body shops are ran. So understand that. But taking advantage of people, hell no. That's one thing I do here is a lot of body shops take off and run and don't touch your car for years and blah blah blah. Yeah, no, that's not. I don't even like cars. I don't even like cars sitting for 6 months, longer than 6 months. Circumstances, man. Things happen. Hell, they were working on our roof for 2 weeks. Hell, we lost power for a whole entire week. Hell, I have 26 different leaks. Well, I had 26 different leaks before they were even working on it. And like I said, I lost quite a bit of money. As a matter of fact, I had to replace some motor parts because there was a leak. It's a lot of different factors, man. It's a lot. So prices, like I said, that's what that is. Now with the customers, man, you got to be this is something I lacked in for a while, being transparent with the customer. Being transparent with the customer all the way up to the jump. I would give a price. When you dealing with an old school or dealing with a car in general, you typically want to make an open tab. I didn't peep this game, and I probably feel behind. I probably am behind. It's probably people listening to this video like, damn, you didn't know that? When an old school comes in, I used to look at it like, okay, man, all right, cool. Give me the car for an hour. I'll just look into it, and then I'll let you know. I'll look into it. I'm like, okay, well, shoot, it don't seem like it's no rust or nothing like that. 4,500, 5,500. Okay, cool. All right. And then when I get to it and I'm digging in it and I'm actually, opening up, sanding and looking at it, I'm like, damn, why did I charge 4,500, 5,500? Like, it's way more work than what I thought it was going to be. Like, and then I'll be like, no, I got to do it. I told him the price. I got to do it. And then I do it. And then I might see a dinner too and be like, nah, well, he only paid 4,500. I didn't even get the chance to even be transparent with the customer to tell him like, hey, it's a dinner on here. If you want me to fix it, it's additional to it. You know what I'm saying? I was never giving them the opportunity but I always felt like, damn, I didn't gave the price. He okayed it. I okayed it. I can't do nothing about it. I always felt stuck. So don't do that. Leave yourself an open tab. Tell these customers it's an open tab. Hey, same thing with this car right here. It was a lot way more than what I was intending to do. It was way more work than I thought there was. Same thing with this one. Customer came by, solid dude. Big shout out to Reggie. There was some rust at the bottom. We didn't see that when he dropped it off. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Ran a few things and chopped it up and then got stuff squared away. So it's the same thing. Like, you got to leave an open tab for yourself. Don't settle on a price that you gave, especially if there's additional work that need to be done or potential work. So yeah, be transparent with your customer. Hey, even if you don't know how to fully doing. You got to be transparent from the jump. Hey, I'm pretty new to painting, but I can get you really good. Here's some of my work. Here's some of my previous work. This is what I'm capable of doing. If you like it, then cool. I can give you a discount because of my experience, but I can make sure that you'll be pretty satisfied. And if you're not really satisfied with it, then we can work out a deal. We can, come up with a discount. But I would not recommend to jump into the paint game until you have some type of comfortability with talking to customers, being communicating, and being transparent, man. You got to be transparent. It's a lot of work that, like this car, like I said, man, when I took it, I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, this is my first big project, and I told him to bring it back. And it's here, so we're going to get it right. It's my name on the work. So I hope that kind of helped with, prices and customers and candy paint. I was talking about candy paint. Like I said, candy paint is way different. I'm charging for candy paint. I should have charged way more money than, like, candy paint is a experience that your painter has. Not every painter can lay down candy. So if this car was just going a basic blue, I'll probably do $4,500, $5,000 or something like that, because I'm going to blow it all the way apart, take it all the way apart, do it the right way, slap it all together. In my old days, it would have been like $2,500. I would have kept everything on. I would have masked everything up and then just sent you about your way. But now, $4,500, $5,500, something like that. If you was going with a basic blue, if you're going with a metallic blue, you're probably looking at, depending on the type of metallic blue, because it's very expensive, it can get about $6,000. If you want a candy, probably $7,500, somewhere around there, because you're paying for my experience. You're paying for my knowledge to being able to lay down paint. I'm not a typical backyard painter anymore. No offense to any of the backyard painters. There's a lot of cold backyard painters that spray better than I do. But candy paint, not everybody can. I know people that work at David Stanley Dodge that probably can't lay down candy paint. I know people that work at big corporate buildings that can't lay down candy paint. Candy paint is tricky. Candy paint can be tricky. So you're paying for my experience, my knowledge, of being able to lay down something that most painters can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm a pro at it. So you got to pay for that. This is something that I've gained experience on, and the tar hole over there, I lost a ton of money on that. I sprayed candy paint, and that was like one of my maybe second or third time spraying candy. I messed up, and hey, I sprayed it again, and shit. Sprayed it again, and I gotta figure it out. I figured it out, and now, all right, bet we got it figured out. Now you gotta pay for it, because I'm laying it down great. I'm learning. It's like a rapper. When he first starts off, he ain't really worth a whole lot. But when he's up there rapping with Drake and stuff like that, you got to pay for that. You got to peel that tab if you want him to rap for you. You're not no backyard underground rapper no more. So, yes, man, you got to be firm on it, though, as well. You got to be firm on your customers. You got to be transparent. You got to communicate. And that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm learning. I'm learning how to, structure in and out with the old schools. Old schools is way different from newer cars. I can have these in, like if this was going to complete color change, I could have him in and out in 5 days. If he was going to complete color change, that's candy or anything. Now, of course, I ring it up to about 2.5 to 3 weeks, because if something goes wrong, or if a roof leaks or something breaks, I have time. On an old school, I'm not giving no more time frames. I'll give you an estimate, but I'm not giving no more time frames, because more than likely it's more work than it has to be. I've had people say there's no body damage at all, and then I strip it all the way down in this body work. So open tab and a rough estimate on a time frame. Man. So I hope that works. If there's any questions, please hit the comment, hit the like button, hit all of that. Reach out. Feel free to reach out. I'll put my number somewhere. I'll do my email address. But yeah, man, we rolling. Got my brother project right here. We had to reshuffle some cars around. We're getting ready to head out. And yeah, man, y'all stay tuned, man. We're gonna be spraying the Camaro next week. And yeah, man, y'all stay tuned. Y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. We got the Mustang we're gonna be spraying. We got 3 cars to spray next week. So y'all stay tuned, man. Hit that subscribe button. We're gonna get up on out of here. Peace.